difficult to envisage, as it must have been to some degree restricted by the bars between the two persons. The event, at any rate, is guarded by an angel with a thin smile and a finger to her lips. Suffice it to say that when my mother emerged from the tent, somewhat bruised and teary, sucking on the comforting sweetbread, a tiny star of destiny had been planted in her soil. As the miracle transpiring in that tummy unfolded, much to my mother's astonishment, I suppose, she was, as were many of the girls in my village, sent to a nunnery for the period of accouchement. She grew enormous, as if she were likely to give birth to a modest-sized cottage. April 4th, the day President William Henry Harrison died in 1941, a day that the ancient Greeks dedicated to Hermes, the god of thieves, was also the day that my mother gave birth to a 16-pound baby named Andreovich Yongo-Blashensky. The difficulty of ejecting such an enormous parcel as myself from her own petite frame was far too much from her mother, and fate would have it that my mother was born from my side. I think I'm going to leave it at that. This little excerpt. I'll just give you a little bit of background. Andreovich Yongo-Blashensky goes on to a great many exploits and becomes a great pillar in the community of Changchun. It's very lucky that I came upon this wonderful story. And if you want to see more of this story, you can find it on Changchun Live. And in fact, if you want to get the real news from the horse's mouth, that's where to go. It's Changchun Live here in Changchun. Okay, so thanks very much. Wow, that was wonderful. Now,